Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we will take you to have an in-depth understanding of Tibet's sacred mountain, Mount Kailash, and the fascinating mountain trekking activity. In this video, we explore the sacred history of this sacred mountain, its significance to believers, and the efforts that go into this event in this sacred land. Every pilgrimage is a baptism of the soul, and every peak tells the story of faith for thousands of years. I hope that through this journey, you will gain a deeper understanding of the sacred status of Kailash. Learn some touching stories to help you better understand the unique charm of Kailash. Let's start. Part 1. The sacred status of Kailash. Kailash, this sacred mountain known as the Root of Oli, stands on the land of Tibet with an altitude of 6,714 meters. It is the main peak of the Gangdais Mountains and one of the four sacred mountains of Tibetan Buddhism. The status of Kailash is supreme in the hearts of Tibetans. It is considered to be the center of the universe and a symbol of the door to spirituality. For Buddhists, Kailash is a living spiritual being. It symbolizes the path to enlightenment and liberation, and is the key to the door to nirvana. Believers believe that circumnavigating this sacred mountain can purify the soul, obtain spiritual sublimation, and receive the blessing of the sacred power of Kailash. This belief makes Kailash an important religious holy place in the Buddhist world. Kailash's status in the hearts of believers is not only reflected in pilgrimage activities, but also in their deep respect for this mountain. For many Buddhists, they must complete the Kailash pilgrimage at least once in their lives, and some people choose to complete this pilgrimage multiple times or even multiple times in their lives. This is considered the only way to achieve soul sublimation. Therefore, tens of thousands of believers are attracted to this sacred land every year to embark on a pilgrimage. Although Kailash and the Pula Palace in Lhasa, the capital of Tibet, are geographically separated by 1,300 kilometers, they are closely connected in the belief network of Tibetan Buddhism. Together they form an important part of Tibetan Buddhist culture and weave the rich and long history of Tibetan religious beliefs. Believers often extend their pilgrimage to these two sacred places, making them intertwined in the context of their faith and jointly creating the rich and colorful history of Tibetan religion. Part 2. The history and significance of mountaineering activities. On the sacred land of Kailash, the mountain circling activity is not just a religious ceremony, but also a profound history and a reflection on the meaning of life. The activity of Mount Kailash can be traced back to the time when ancient Tibetan Buddhism was introduced to Tibet. This activity stems from the awe of the sacred mountain and the exploration of the power of the universe. Historically, mountain trekking has been seen as a way to purify the soul, a journey to find inner harmony. Since that time, believers have begun to complete this pilgrimage across the precipitous mountain ridges with piety. Some believers will choose an extraordinary and pious way of pilgrimage, long kneeling. Before the believers set off from their distant homeland, they prepare protective gear for their hands and knees and furs hanging on their chests. The movements when going on the road are divided into 4 parts. First, stand upright with your whole body. Clasp your hands, raise them above your head, and then take a step forward. Second, clasp your hands in front of you, and take another step. Third, continue to clasp your hands in front of your chest, and take a third step. Step fourth, straighten your hands in front of your chest, palms facing down, parallel to the ground. Then lean forward with your knees touching the ground first. Then bend your whole body to the ground, and tap your forehead lightly on the ground. In this way, we go back and forth 3 steps and 1 knock until we reach our destination. During the whole process of 3 steps and 1 knock, the 6-character mantra was always recited in the mouth. I really have to lament how strong faith and devotion to the Buddha it takes to enable these believers to walk down the path with the unswerving faith and never give up until they reach their Destination. In the year of the horse, this event is even more important. Believers believe that completing the mountain pilgrimage in this year can wash away the sins of a lifetime and gain higher levels of spiritual blessings. This makes the mountain turn in the year of the horse a collective, spiritual redemption, as well as reflection on the past and hope for the future. Part 3. Touching Story. The Legend of Tojibamba. In the sacred land of Kailash, stories passed down for thousands of years are permeated with deep beliefs. One of the most famous ones is the legend about Tojibamba. Let us walk into this ancient and touching story together and feel the wisdom and power of faith contained in it. A long time ago, in a village near Kailash, there lived a little boy named Tojibamba. He was mischievous and made the gods displeased. In order to punish him, the gods drove him down to earth, where he was destined to experience a lot. Tojibamba grew up in the human world, and he harbored the desire to return to the heavenly palace. So he started looking for a path to the top of Mount Kailash. After countless efforts and attempts, he finally found a path leading to the top of the mountain. Continuing along this path, Tojibamba finally reached the top of the mountain, where he met a wise old Lama. The old Lama told Tojibamba that to return to the heavenly palace, he needed the blessing of 3 Akyongdanga, wisdom, compassion and strength. So Tojibamba began to study Buddhism, practice yoga, and pray and practice constantly with the old Lama. He spent a long time in this sacred place and experienced various trials and difficulties. Finally, in a solemn ceremony, Tojibamba received 3 Akyongdanga. His heart was filled with wisdom, compassion and strength. And then he ascended back to the heavenly palace to reunite with his family. The legend of Tojibamba is not only an ancient story, but also a profound reflection on faith and practice. In his story, we see how a naughty little boy finally gained wisdom, compassion and strength through unremitting efforts and persistence. These 3 Akyongdanga are not simple blessings, but a state of inner cultivation, representing a deep understanding of oneself, others, and the universe. This has a wonderful resonance with the Mount Kailash activity. Believers are also pursuing a kind of inner peace and wisdom through continuous prayer, practice and pilgrimage. The story of Tojibamba tells us that no matter where we are, practice and faith are a path to inner liberation. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you have a deeper understanding of Mount Kailash activities. This sacred mountain is not only a sacred place of religion, but also a place where nature and faith meet. Whether you are a pilgrim or not, you can feel inner peace and tranquility here. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with more friends who are interested in this topic. See you next time.